Hello, beautiful souls. I realized that it's been a while since I've been on live on Facebook. I've been jumping on live on Instagram every week, every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific, and doing a series talking about empowerment in these wild times that we're in, where there is so much feeling of powerlessness, of feeling like a victim, of feeling out of control. No wonder, right? If anything, these last couple of years has been shared into the field, our collective energy field. It is of powerlessness, fear. What's next? Am I safe? All of those feelings. Yeah, there's so much happening. And what I was talking about today on my Instagram is what I want to drop in here as well, is that everything that's happening on the external is a reflection of each of us individually. And what I mean by that is the chaos, the journey for power, the greed, the corruption, the division, the judgment, divisiveness, hatred. Everything that we see on the external is a reflection of what each of us carries within us. What this physical vessel holds within us, which is each one of us has the capacity to be divisive, to be judgmental, whether that's toward ourselves, toward others, through a lifetime of accumulating pain, having traumatic experiences, having painful experiences, feeling hurt, feeling ashamed, feeling judged ourselves. All of these things that we've accumulated have led to patterns, ways of being, mechanisms of coping that we call us, that we call, this is who I am, this is how I am, without realizing that these things are not the truth of who we are. Yes, come up. Come up. Come join me. And so right now on the external level, we are seeing all of the things that we each carry within us playing out on the external level. And as painful and devastating as it can be to see so much harm and division happening, this is actually what is happening. As in, this is, at this specific time in humanity, this is exactly what's meant to be happening. Not that each individual horrific event is what's meant to be happening, but as a collective, these things that were once hidden, these things that once were not so visible to our eyes, are now being seen. And they've always been there. This climbing for power, this suppressing of people has always been there, and we're now just seeing it at an extreme level. And potentially in your own personal life, you are seeing your shadows arise, maybe stronger than ever before. And this can look like you're being triggered more. You're becoming more sensitive to things that stir up those dark feelings within you. You might be noticing pain from the past coming up, past guilt. You may have memories surfacing of times that you've hurt people in the past, guilt, shame, or of times people have hurt you, heartbreak, grief, anger. So right now we are all being triggered by life. Life is purposely triggering us right now. Something may happen to you and it triggers guilt from a situation that happened 20 years ago. It may trigger anger from something that happened. And this is purposeful. All of these things are triggering us so that we can finally release these stored emotions from our body. These emotions that, when stored in our body, cause dis-ease, cause illness, cause emotional turbulence, cause us to not act from a place of true alignment and authenticity. As I said, we act from those patterns, self-sabotaging, self-abandoning, judging others, all of those ways. Come up, please. Come say hi. Come here. So while we witness all of this unfolding on the external level, and it can feel like we have no control over what's happening, the invitation is to come back into you. That's where all your power lies, really. Is coming back to your body. So many of us have been so lost in the mind for so long. I know I used to not even know what it was like to be in my body, because I love the mind. I love analytics. I love micro-analyzing everything to death. That is how I got through most of my life. And we are being asked right now to settle, sink more into our bodies and the wisdom of our bodies, our intuition. Kobe, come here. I have a cat that has started having anxiety lately. I think she's feeling all of the energy of the collective. So if you're feeling more anxious, more overwhelmed than normal, know that it's the energy that we're in. So getting back to this energy that we're in, there are such high frequencies of energy coming onto the planet right now that are purposely triggering us. I imagine them as little lightning bolts coming into our body and triggering all of that past pain that we hold so that it can come up and out to be released. So this is a gift. All of the challenging emotions that you're going through, as hard as it can be right now, as hard as it can be to feel like there's a light on the other side of everything that's happening in your personal world, in the external world. Just remembering that we are evolving so quickly, and this human evolution that we're in right now, the purpose of it is to clear out all of this pain that we all hold. And so a natural manifestation of that is us finally seeing the level of that pain and that harm out on the external level. So come back to you. Find a practice that can reconnect you with your body. That could be mindful movement, yoga, dance, breath work, meditation. It could be setting an alarm on your phone 3 times a day to take 10 breaths. Our bodies are guiding us through and onto the other side of all of this. It's not our minds. Our minds will support us to lead the way, but so many of us are caught in a hamster wheel of our minds. So many of us don't actually think clearly from a place of alignment and empowerment. And I know because that's been me most of my life. It's like making decisions based on fear that I didn't even know existed in my body, or out of an avoidance of wanting to feel a guilt or a shame or an anger or a pain. So we're purging all of that right now, so that we can all feel more like ourselves, which feels really good, by the way. So just remembering that the chaos on the external is a reflection of the internal chaos that we have all lived with for so long, that has been passed down through generations, and that we are being invited to and given the gift of seeing and healing and moving through right now. I know for me, when uncomfortable emotions come up, I can, even though I do this work and I know this, uncomfortable emotions can come up and I can be like, oh, I don't want to feel that. Oh, that's bad. And I can have something that I need to get done for the day, let's say, like something for my work. And this pain, this feeling coming up can feel like an annoyance. It can feel like it's getting in the way of life, of my life. But I just want to remind you that everything that's coming up for you right now, every single little thing, every feeling, every trigger, this is the reason that you're here. Is to clear this from your body by being present with your body, by being in your body, by giving yourself space, by feeling. Maybe getting support if that resonates with you. I've had a lot of people coming for energy healing lately that are like, I'm just ready. I don't know what I'm releasing, but I'm ready to release it. All the blocks, I'm ready. I'm done. And I just love hearing that. So feel free to find a practice that resonates with you. Reach out. There are so many energy moving practices. But this is the gift of this time right now. And as much as you can, allowing whatever's coming up to move through you. And of course, sending love, sending waves of love, compassion, prayers, everything you'd like to what you see happening on the external. But clearing our bodies of dense emotional energy is how we change the external. And for each one of us, that clears dense emotion from our body. Each time you allow whatever fear you're feeling to come up, be fully felt and transmuted through your body, your energy field is shifting those around you. God, the world of energy is so cool. And it makes so much sense to me. When we look at things in the 3D physical world, it feels like we're so powerless. We're so powerless, it feels like. And then when you start working with this field of energy, you can see how untrue that really is. So inviting you to connect to your body, to your energy. And remember that this is exactly what's meant to be happening in the times that we're in. It's the great purge, as I like to say, the great purge of all this density. Because we can truly live on a harmonious, joyful planet with equality and understanding and compassion and freedom for everyone. So that was fun. Sending everyone lots of love, and it was nice to jump back on here. Again, I'm live every Thursday at 10 a.m. on Instagram. My Instagram is Cassie Rhode, R-H-O-D-E. It's just nice to have like a set time to jump on and share an energy update, or how we can come back into empowerment, sovereignty, freedom. Because it's really inner freedom that we all want, you know? We want freedom from the self-judging voice, the inner critic voice that's running on loop. We want freedom from our own self-sabotage, self-betrayal. And that's what's happening right now. So welcome to the global awakening of humanity, where we release and move through the heavier stuff so that we can live in more harmony. How exciting. Oh, I hope everyone, every single soul has a beautiful day, and sending you all lots of love. Mwah!